Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for deciding to join me today. And this video is not going to be easy to talk about, but I just need to say what needs to be said. And I don't know if you can relate to this, but it's possible if you clicked on this. Life is just insane. Because, first of all, what I want to talk about is, and I think it's very important to talk about, is how people with the best hearts are usually treated the worst by society. Number one, people with the best hearts are usually treated the worst by society. Not always, but it happens. The second thing is that the better heart someone has, it feels like the life punishes them for it almost. Not always, absolutely. And I always had these huge ultra goals for myself, when I was like, I don't know, 17, 18, 19, 15, I don't know. I've never was satisfied inside with my life because, I've never had the social connections I should have at that age. I just felt always empty. So I always, looked up and I always wanted to manifest, millions into my life or whatever. And it's a very nice thing to have goals or to have really huge goals. But, we are constantly worrying about what to do next that will be right. What next action should I take so my life actually is good? So I'm not, we are constantly worrying about making the right action, about actually, continuing our life in the correct way. But, then I thought about, instances when I, for example, got my dream job, or, I met someone who actually clicked, or actually, or something career-wise, absolutely whatever, and it always came just suddenly. And, to really summarize this, I know that the more I push myself to something, the more I push myself to record a video, or the more I push people to become friends with me, or to actually like me, or to actually call me to events, the more I am trying to do that action, the worse it gets. And what is the biggest paradox in nature, and then I really observed, is that when you say to yourself a sentence that everything has to come by itself, even my actions. First, what comes to your mind is, well, I'm going to ruin my life. This world is going to be a disaster. But actually, you stop putting your amygdala center, the threat center of your brain, is not going to be activated with your thoughts. And when the threat center of amygdala is not activated, it actually boosts productivity. Your brain is way more likely to make you stand up and go to that gym, or go and make that driver license, or go and upload that podcast, or go and start your business, or go and talk to people on a dating app, or to move cities. And I think this is one of the craziest and most paradoxical things ever, because when you really look at your brain, when you actually give your brain that space, when you give your amygdala center, the threat center, isn't activated with each thing you're going to do, you're actually way more likely to take care of yourself, or beware, or have a bigger attention when you're driving or whatever, because you're still constantly thinking about what to do next. You're still constantly thinking on that road to beware of any danger. You're constantly thinking about it. Everything still stays the same. But when you say to yourself, everything has to come by itself, even my actions, what actually happens is that your brain puts has less pressure, and therefore has bigger space to actually make you move forward to something. It has less pressure. The amygdala center is not activated. And I know, you don't have to, accept this. I'm not telling you what to think or what to believe, but, I was feeling just so bad. Like I was, I'm healing from depression, and it felt like I'm finally, almost healed, even though almost nothing in my life changed. But it felt like I'm finally starting to heal from my depression. Just since August, it feels really downhill. And, as I was thinking alone, these were my thoughts that I really needed to share this paradox. You don't have to believe it, you don't have to accept it. I just really needed to share this. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for your precious time here. Feel free to hang out with me even more in other videos and explore anything mind-blowing. Feel free to chill with me and just relax for a bit in other videos, but absolutely no pressure. No, this is not a self-help channel, just so you know. It was just a realization because I'm so super obsessed with neuroscience and our brain. Yeah, take care, especially take care, and I can wait to catch you soon.